Few things in life are as motivating and quietly addictive as feeling seen. Not just noticed in passing, but genuinely noticed. You look amazing. Did you do something different? You've got such a glow lately. These kinds of comments hit differently when they follow weight loss, especially when that journey has involved effort, discipline, and a few moments of questioning whether giving up midnight cookies was really worth it. And what often begins as a purely personal health goal, maybe to feel better, to move easier, to look sharper in photos, starts turning into something far more socially charged. Welcome to the positive feedback loop of post-weight loss validation. It starts subtly. A compliment here, a second glance there, a longer hug from an old friend, a colleague mentioning, "You just seem really on lately." These microbursts of approval light up the brain's reward circuits. Dopamine gets released. You feel good, not just because someone noticed, but because the hard work, the green smoothies, the sore muscles, the early alarms suddenly feels worthwhile. And that moment of social reinforcement creates a cascade. You stand taller. You dress a little sharper. You smile more. And what happens next? More feedback, more positive energy, more motivation. The loop tightens. What makes this loop especially powerful is how self-perpetuating it becomes. As you get positive attention for how you look or how you carry yourself, you're more likely to keep up the behaviors that got you there. You might start experimenting with new clothes that flatter your shape because now you actually want people to notice. Maybe you revisit old hobbies or social events you'd previously avoided. You might even try a new haircut or skincare routine, not out of insecurity, but because your confidence finally matches your curiosity. All of these things layer onto the glow-up, reinforcing your new self-image. It's not just about looking good, it's about being treated like you do. When people respond to you as attractive, energetic, or vibrant, you start to believe that identity more deeply. This doesn't mean you become vain. It means your self-perception gets updated in real time by your social environment. This is basic human psychology. We mirror back what others reflect. When those reflections become warmer, more affirming, more open, it reshapes our inner narrative. You stop seeing yourself as someone trying to change and start seeing yourself as someone who has. And the benefits of this loop spill into unexpected areas. Your work performance might improve because you feel more capable. Your dating life may pick up because you're radiating confidence. You handle conflict better because you're not secretly carrying around the low-grade shame or frustration that often accompanies body insecurity. Even your posture and tone of voice change, those subtle cues that influence how others respond to you before you've even said a word. Each interaction reinforces the momentum. Of course, not all validation is external. One of the most powerful parts of this loop is the internal version, looking in the mirror and not just seeing a different body, but feeling a different energy. Waking up with more mental clarity. Moving through a crowd without self-consciousness. Smiling during workouts instead of grimacing. These are forms of feedback too, subtle but sustaining, and they keep fueling the behavior that created them. Now, it's true that this kind of feedback loop can sometimes veer into unhealthy territory if taken to extremes. But in its balanced form, it's one of the most sustainable drivers of lasting change. Because when people begin to feel good because others are reflecting their progress back at them, they start building an identity around self-care. Not around perfection, but around effort. Around showing up. Around looking after themselves not just to look good, but because it genuinely improves their experience of the world. So while compliments and attention might seem superficial at first, they often catalyze something much deeper. A renewed relationship with one's body, one's habits, and one's sense of worth. And in a world where change is hard and motivation is fleeting, there's absolutely nothing trivial about a well-timed, "Hey, you're really glowing these days." Sometimes, that's the spark that keeps the fire going.